Remember, the war is raging in Ukraine even as those peace talks, the round one, took place in Belarus. And Russia appears to be getting ready for another big attack on Kiev, possibly as early as tonight, with more forces joining in. The worst fighting takes place in Ukraine's second biggest city, Kharkiv, and it comes on one of the routes that the Russians are taking to reach Kiev. Take a look at the ground situation on day 5 of the Russian invasion.
Mind-numbing images of war. Russia relentlessly assaulting Ukrainian cities. Outflanked Ukrainian troops hitting back with all their might. Suffering damages, but bruising the aggressor superpower. Heavy war broke out for control of Ukraine's second largest city, Kharkiv. Bodies of Ukrainian civilians were seen lying on the streets of the once bustling city, now lying in ruins. After a day of relentless missile, tank and rocket attacks, Russian missiles continued to target civilians and residential complexes. A deadly missile attack took place at a residential building in Chernihiv, 50 kilometers north of the capital city, Kyiv. 2 floors were seen burning in the aftermath. Ukraine showed off its counter-strike capability, using armed drones to take out a Russian missile column. The drone is seen firing payload to obliterate the advancing Russian missile battery on the ground. While Kyiv has been fighting hard, it is now paying a heavy price, with destruction, rubble and missile splinters seen all around. Damaged streets, neighborhoods and buildings show the ferocity of the Russian assault and Ukraine's fight back.
No bread, is here because there are no supply, no new supply, and everything that used to be here, people are trying to buy, and there is not much panic, but the feel of anxiety that people really need to stock up on the produce. And for example, you can see, that I am right now trying to look for a bread, and there is no bread of no type. And the lines are pretty huge and long.
India today saw the price paid by children of Ukraine. An exclusive trip inside the city's largest children's hospital showed kids injured in the war, battling for life.
Todos los ucranianos, incluidos los médicos y los pacientes, nos hemos unido para superar este arduo camino.
И я хочу сказать, что несмотря на то, что мы постоянно находимся в бомбоубежище.
This was main surgeon here in the children's hospital, and she was telling about the kind of injuries to children coming to this hospital and how they are coping up with the situation.
I thought this guy is a Russian militia, civilian Russian militia, and they pinned him on the ground, and look at the reaction of the press here. These are the journalists from almost 30 countries around me, and look how they're reacting. I put it again, the camera onto the crowd right now. Look at this. I thought this guy...
India today has also captured the dramatic capture of an alleged Russian militia invader by the Ukrainian troops after he infiltrated into the city.
I put it again, the camera onto the crowd right now. Look at this.
How long before Kyiv sees end to the war mayhem? With Gaurav Sawant and Rajesh Parmar in Ukraine, Bureau Report, India Today.
So while the Ukrainian capital is on the edge, a special United Nations General Assembly session has begun on the Ukraine-Russia crisis. It's only the 11th time such an emergency session is taking place. It is expected to deplore the Russian aggression. Remember, India yesterday abstained from a vote that was taken to convene this special session. That's the Ukrainian ambassador to the UN who's speaking at the moment.
Russia was admitted to the United Nations according to the Charter. Please, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your hand if your country voted in the formal session of the General Assembly in reply to the letter by President Yeltsin dated December 24, 1991, when he told the United Nations that Russia would like to be a continuator state of the demised Soviet Union. Anyone? Shall I put my glasses if my vision fails me and I don't see any hand raised?
And joining